So Hoopa has come into Pokemon Unite and this guy is just meta defining. The abilities are so overwhelmingly good and I'm going to explain in this video why this Pokemon is so good. I'm gonna use Phantom Force and Hyperspace Hole. Especially Hyperspace Hole is just really good. So you got Confusion at start. It's like a poke ability with certain delay. That explodes and does a decent amount of damage. Then you got Astonish that you like sort of peek through the portal and it does damage too. Very solid early abilities. The basic auto attack range is also really good on this Pokemon. And you can see on the top left on the abilities there's this Magician button. So you basically can summon enemies' berries to your side. And if it does successfully summon a berry, you get 40-second cooldown on that. It can be even the movement speed berry or the healing berry, pineapple berry. Or it could also summon you enemies' points if nothing else is to be drawn out. But if it doesn't draw out anything, it just drops to 20-second cooldown. So bees are coming up in just a second. And you're gonna see Hyperspace Hole used in this video many times. There are some good ones and there are some bad ones. You can make a very big impact with this ability if you use it correctly, but you can also grief your allies tremendously with this ability. So you want to keep that in mind as well. We do get that Mr. Mime, which is really good. And we are going on this Cramorant as well. We do get the double kill for this AG, so that's really good start. And as you can see, I'm using the Hyperspace Hole now. We got the gank successfully. You can just teleport with your ally to base and immediately come back in. It's just insanely powerful. Like, and this ability runs on a 10-second cooldown. Let me add on that. At the time of the release of this Pokemon, it's just... Excuse me, what, Timmy? So powerful, so powerful. And you can see on the minimap, whenever these portals are active, whether it's your ally or your teammates, they are very visible, which is a great thing, given how powerful the ability is. But since this ability, the Hyperspace Hole, it runs on 10-second cooldown, it's just so freaking strong. Like, you can even chain the teleport between the goals, but it will always use the whatever is your first goal active. Let's say you got your tier 1 bottom goal active and tier 2 top goal active. So if you use it on the goal itself, it will link those two. Okay, so we get to level 6, we go Phantom Force, the bees are up. I'm trying to get some of these. We are kind of overwhelming with numbers, but that's fine. And going in with the Phantom Force, when you do press it again, you can TP back, so. And here I make a mistake. I wanted to teleport us back to base, but since I used it under the goal that I just explained, this happens and we teleport to the other side of the map. And yeah, you want to be careful with this ability because you can get amazing value, but you can also screw up big time with this ability. So it's a very hit or miss. But it's good to see Pokemon in this game that actually do require some good old thinking, and you really have to like get that full utilization going by playing this Pokemon smart. We still do get the Dreadnought, that's really great. We are about to dive on this Hoopa, pretty sure of that. He wants to go back, as you can see, they used their own Hyperspace Hole, and I'm gonna use our now. And Blissey tried to get away, but he couldn't just make it. It's fine, we do get their Hoopa. We're kind of far away here, and yeah, let's do another Hyperspace Hole. We go back to his base with Karhuiva, and you can just click immediately and come back. You don't have to, that's optional if you want to come back, because you do the returning press of a button. Okay. And you can also see on the Phantom Force, if you hit enemy Pokemon with that, it'll knock them away from you. So it has some built-in crowd control in it as well. I want to say Slow Smoke seems to be pretty solid, but I could see the utilization of eject button as well. Like, it can really work. Now you can see I TP on the top, but we only have the tier 2 goal on the top side, so it'll link to that instead of the tier 1 one, because we don't have it active, you know? So, get the pick on Wiggly, that's really good. Can we make a score here? They are pushing this Gardevoir, so I'll put this 19 in, that's really good. We can get a decent overscore here. And we're about to use the Unite move as well very soon, which is another really powerful ability. This is supposed to be a support, but damn, this guy hits hard. So that was actually great Hyperspace Hole, as you can see. The allies did overextend on this tier 2 goal, so I was able to save their ass by activating the Hyperspace Hole, and they're able to retreat to security. I did teleport back, which was risky, not gonna lie, but it went just fine, so don't worry. So I'm seeing this Gardevoir coming up here, and I want to take down this fight and see how powerful this guy is. And the damage is actually decent given the fact of the items. I use my Unite move, and as you can see, you get 2 new abilities now. I have Psy Beam and Hyperspace Fury, and the damage is actually not too bad on these. Like, it reminds me of Hyper Beam, the Psy Beam thing. The range is really good on these abilities, and it does, given the fact this Pokemon is a support, it does a lot of damage. We do get these 2 picks, and I'm able to return to safety. That's really good. That's really good. So the fight on Dreadnought is about to be happening. They have their own set of abilities coming up. Their Cram Unite, their Hoopa Unite, so just wanted to keep that little distance there. We're trying to steal this one with Gardevoir. Can we make this one? It's gonna be a tricky one. And we still do get it somehow. And we get that get out of jail free card as well. And Gengar wanted to stay on this fight. And I assumed he was gonna come back after we steal it, but he insisted to stay on fight, so I went back with the Hyperspace Hole and we were able to wipe these people up. Very strong ability, like, I can't emphasize this enough. But Hyperspace Hole, if they're gonna keep this 10-second cooldown, this ability is meta-defining. It's so freaking powerful, like this kind of ability should be like a Unite move. But no, it's a basic ability, just baffles the heck out of me, like, what? So strong. I also wanted to mention a couple more things about the Unite move. First of all, when you do activate the Unite move, everyone can teleport to the portal that Hoopa creates alongside evolving into that big form. So people can really gather up well. And it could be very useful, let's say in those Dreadnought fights or Zapdos fight, if your team is on a bad positioning, you could gather your teammates to one spot and make them like gather up. Very, very efficient. I also want to mention that when you do have your Unite move active, and you can see that duration when it's about to expire, if you use that Hyperspace Fury when it's about to end, you can extend the duration of the Unite move just a tad longer. So please do keep that in mind as well. The Zapdos is going to spawn, we got some fight in the top lane, and we are trying to gather in the center area. Their Hoopa is going to Unite. I probably have to use my Unite as well to stay alive, which I'm gonna do right here. I'm gonna be using my abilities, trying to keep this fight going. We do have a great front line thanks to Blissey. And my bulk. I mean, Hoopa seems to be pretty bulk-ish too. And we do get these picks. Double kill for me, very good. Cramorant is backcapping for some reason instead of trying to fight. That's a big mistake on his part. And guess what? We do get the Zapdos thanks to that. So Hoopa is just insane, like, the Hyperspace Hole is so powerful as ability that I wouldn't be surprised if people would think this as a controversial character in this game, because it changes the pack so much. Instead of Timmy buffing and nerfing old characters, which was very underwhelming in the Hoopa patch by the way, they just want to add new Pokemon that's so powerful that they wanna change the meta in that way. That's how I kind of feel, like Slowsmoke is still too powerful in my opinion, like there's so many things going on which needs balancing. But I'm getting a little sidetracked here. Hoopa's still very strong. Let me know guys what do you think about it in the comments below. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, a thumbs up will be appreciated. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day.